fuck did I just watch?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
It's almost time. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon.
It's showtime.
Hey, what's up, boys and girls? It's me, Ryan T here, and I'm gonna review I'm gonna review Pinocchio's Revenge. I hope you liked that little Halloween ditty that I did there. Alright guys, I'm just gonna get right into it. I was watching this movie and I wanted to hate it, but I sort of started to find myself kind of noticing that it's a film that it falls under the category that it's so bad that it's good. Like, the movie doesn't even know what it wants to be.
I'm so confused.
For the first 30 minutes, the movie's like a legal drama. The movie like follows a mother who's also a lawyer, and it just like kind of looked like if the director was like, I kind of want to film like a Full House type sitcom, but with like, instead of a family, it's a single mom, and she's a lawyer, and she has a daughter that's going through some stuff. Yeah, let's do that for like 30 minutes. So they do that for the first 30 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie, that's very boring. It drags on, and there's not really any Pinocchio in the movie. And when the first 30 minutes of the movie, there's not really any Pinocchio. It's just kind of like the mom being like, I'm a female lawyer. Yes, I have boobs, but I also have brains, and I can take on this case better than any man can. So it just kind of like does that for a while, and I was just kind of there like, when's the fucking Pinocchio gonna start? So eventually the movie starts gearing up, and it shows that the daughter has a birthday party, and the mother somehow gets the Pinocchio doll into her car. Even she doesn't know how it got there. She doesn't know who put it there. We don't see who puts it there. We don't even see the Pinocchio doll walk into her car, so nobody knows how the doll got there.
What a twist!
So yeah, the doll ends up there at the daughter's party, and the daughter instantly falls in love with the doll. She gets attached to the doll, and she kind of like does the whole child's play thing where like she wants to like be with the doll, sleep with it, and then she starts saying like, oh, I didn't do it, Pinocchio did it. So that was kind of corny. But then again, it was going back to where it was so bad that it was good. So I kind of was like, sometimes I was enjoying myself, and sometimes I was kind of like, oh my god, this movie is so fucking corny. That's another thing. The acting in this movie is literally porno level acting. I literally thought this movie was a porno for the first fucking 30 to 20 minutes. Like, she's like, huh? You're a crazy murderer and you killed your wife and kids? That makes me hot. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, the acting was so like, if the director of this movie went to, his fucking cousin, his Hispanic cousin Mario's fucking porno shoot and was like, hey Mario, can I pick up some ladies and get them to come out of my movie, Pinocchio's Revenge? And he was like, I don't know, bro, how much are you gonna pay him? He's like, I'll let him come out in this movie. It's gonna be a direct-to-DVD movie, well, not DVD, direct-to-video movie. And the director was just like, okay, yeah, I'll let you do it, yeah. Mario, I'm a porno director, I'm cool with it. So yeah, yeah, the acting of the fucking, the acting in the movie is real corny and wooden, no pun intended. And, I mean, I had fun with it. The acting is really bad. Like, there's one scene in particular that stood out where the mom / lawyer is like interviewing one of her clients who's like a convicted like murderer who like supposedly like was told by his television screen to like kill somebody, and they're like, yeah, your client, he recorded himself killing this guy, look here. And they played the tape, and the tape was just some guy going, ah! Ah! And then like the girl, like the female lawyer, like had to react, and she was like, huh, oh, whew. I was like, what the fuck? So that was weird. Every time they tried to do like a serious lawyer scene, it was really corny and just kind of stupid. The movie where I started to enjoy it was when it started to introduce the idea that maybe Pinocchio's not real, and that this girl that attached herself to Pinocchio may be committing the murders that are happening around the movie. That's to say that there's not really that many murders. There's like, I think like there's like 2 times where Pinocchio, like, you think Pinocchio kills somebody, but then like later on you find out that that character is fine and they didn't get killed. And there's even one instance where he has to attempt to kill someone, like I think like 3 times before he actually kills them. So Pinocchio's not a good killer. He's not any fucking good killer by any stretch of the imagination. But it kept playing back in the back of my head that, oh, this might be a little girl that's doing the killing, so she wouldn't be like the world's greatest killer. So there's also that. But the movie seems to kind of get lost in that idea. Like, it doesn't know whether it wants to commit fully to that idea that Pinocchio's not real and that this little girl's committing the murders. And it also fully doesn't know if it wants to commit to the idea that, oh yeah, this is a killer doll that's fucking committing all the murders. Because there's also this one scene at the end. I'm gonna spoil this movie, who cares? The movie's like fucking 50 years old. If you haven't seen it by now, you're not gonna see it. There's this scene at the end where the mom actually has a fight with Pinocchio and she throws him into like a glass table, and then when she turns to see him there knocked out, it's not him, it's the daughter. So that's kind of like the movie's way of kind of like doing like a little wink, little nod, and saying like, hey, was he real, or did he just run away, and was she just there for a while? Come up with your own theories. So I'll give the movie some credit. That was cool, because even now that I'm reviewing this, I'm still thinking like, well, was Pinocchio real, or was it just part of the girl's imagination? Was she the one that killed him? But then, like, the acting and the way that the movie's edited and the way that the movie is just all around made, it doesn't really support that idea. It's just so low budget and it's so poorly acted, and it just comes off as a mess. It just comes off, instead of coming off clever, which it had the opportunity to do, it comes off just like really messy and awkward and weird. That's another thing. Before I end this review, this movie had 2 really fucking awkward scenes. There was one scene where after the party where the little girl first gets introduced to Pinocchio, the mom and her boyfriend tell her, oh, why don't you just go to bed? It's already late. And she's like, okay, Mom. And she goes to bed with Pinocchio, and then they're like asleep, and out of nowhere she like opens her eyes, and then like all you hear is you can hear the fucking mom and dad like having sex for like a full minute, and the little girl's just in there like in her bed like even Pinocchio was just like, God damn, man, like, Jesus Christ, do you have no shame, lady? Like, your daughter's right behind you, like, literally right behind you in a paper-thin fucking wall. And, like, literally, like, seconds after that scene happens, there's a scene where, they have a maid in this movie. She's like a hot, like, Mexican maid that they have in this movie. And she's like taking a shower, and she's like full on like frontal, like fucking like nude, like fully nude, like you see like everything. And she's like there taking a shower, washing her body, and then like the camera's just like, oh yeah. I can already hear the director like off camera, off screen going like, thank you, Mario, for lending me some of your porno actors and actresses. And like the scene literally has no point. Like she like puts her towel on and stuff, and then she's like, oh, Pinocchio's there. Okay. Then it just goes to the next scene, and the movie just continues on. So like that was really weird. It has a lot of awkward scenes like that. Like there will be instances where like you're like, oh shit, Pinocchio's gonna do something, and then they'll like cut to like a fucking legal drama with the mom/lawyer trying to do something. So it's again very like convoluted and very messy and just all over the place, and the film kind of gets lost in its own thing. I mean, there's not really much to say about this movie other than it has a cool ending, and it had the opportunity to be good, but it wasn't. It was poorly executed. So I guess ratings-wise, what I'm going to give this movie was a 5 out of 10. It's a B movie at best. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but Jesus Christ, was it a hard fucking watch. It was really hard to get through this movie. Well, I'm Ryan T, and tomorrow, tune in, and I'll review another horror movie and continue Halloween Horror Theater. I'll see you in the next one, guys.